Welcome to the Vibe Code podcast by MAEKRZ. Today we're jumping into something that's been buzzing around. This whole idea of vibe coding with new AI tools.
Yeah, it's everywhere suddenly. But we're looking at a specific take from Kyle Calderari on the MAEKRZ YouTube channel. His video basically says, hey, maybe let's rethink this vibe coding thing.
Right. He's been using these tools, getting his hands dirty, but he's hitting pause on the terminology itself.
Exactly. He mentions using them a lot, finding it interesting, but then straight up says he doesn't really like the term vibe coding.
It does make you think, doesn't it? Like, how professional does it sound? Imagine walking into a meeting. Hi, I'm your vibe coder. It feels a little...
A little strange. That's the word he used. It maybe doesn't convey the seriousness or the skill involved.
So what's his alternative? If not vibe, then what?
He proposes hyperdev.
Hyperdev, okay.
And crucially, the hyper isn't about hype, like marketing buzz.
Ah, okay. Good distinction.
It's about speed, hyperspeed, hyperagility in development. That's the core idea he's getting at. These tools make things faster.
So it's focusing on the result, the accelerated process, rather than the feeling or the vibe.
Precisely. He argues that whether it's AI or no code or low code or even traditional high code, the goal has often been about finding ways to build faster.
That makes a lot of sense. It frames AI as just the latest step in that longer journey towards quicker development cycles.
Exactly. Hyperdev becomes this umbrella term for using whatever tools are best for rapid, agile development.
And it sounds more professional, too. You could actually call yourself a hyper developer.
Right. That sounds like a credible job title you could put on a business card.
Okay, so it encompasses more than just AI then.
Definitely. No code, low code, high code, they all fit if the goal is that accelerated output. And AI might even, paradoxically, increase interest in learning actual code, the high code part.
Oh.
Well, often these AI tools generate code. So developers might need to understand, tweak, or debug that generated code. It could pull more people towards understanding the fundamentals.
Interesting point. And what about design? Where do designers fit in this hyperdev world?
He sees them as increasingly part of it. Designers using visual tools are already developing in a sense.
Visually, yeah.
And now with AI, they have even more tools to speed things up, to maybe generate UI components or iterate faster. So they become hyper developers too, just maybe with a more visual focus.
It really feels like this all stems from the world we live in now. Everything's digital, everything needs an app, and businesses need them, like yesterday.
That's the fundamental driver he points to, this immense pressure for speed to stay relevant, to compete globally.
So the desire for tools that let you build something in minutes isn't just hype, it's a real business need.
Absolutely. But Calderari also adds a dose of realism about the vibe part.
Ah, okay. It's not always smooth sailing.
Not always. He mentions that the initial experience with these tools can actually be quite frustrating. Errors pop up, the AI doesn't quite get it right.
Right, it's not magic. You still need to guide it.
Exactly. AI isn't yet at a point where it can just intuit everything. You still need solid input. You still need knowledge of what makes a good product.
He mentioned things like PRD, product research and development, and the roles of product managers, designers, engineers. AI doesn't automate all that thinking.
Not at all. It's a powerful assistant, maybe like that super fast paintbrush we talked about earlier, but you still need the artist's vision and skill.
And there are other challenges too, right?
Yeah.
Like which tool do you even pick? There are so many popping up.
Yeah, security concerns, the quality of the generated code, figuring out best practices.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And the best tool, it really depends on who you are.
Your background.
Yeah. Are you coming from design? No code? Are you a hardcore developer? What are your priorities? Cost, specific features.
He gave examples, like Lovable maybe being good for UI, while something like Cursor is more of a full developer environment.
Right, and people often end up combining tools, using one for the front-end look and another for the back-end logic, for instance.
Did he consider any other terms besides hyperdev?
He did mention hyperbuilder or just maker. He liked maker because it captures that building aspect. Yeah. But maker is also really strongly tied to the whole 3D printing and physical creation movement. So maybe not the perfect fit for software.
Yeah, I can see that. It's interesting he's thinking so much about the naming.
Well, and he's also building a community around it. He started a WhatsApp group for people to discuss these tools, share news, help each other out.
That's smart. In a field moving this fast, that kind of collaboration is probably essential.
Totally. He mentioned it's grown quickly, lots of daily discussion, people teaching and learning together.
So looking forward, what's the prediction? Is it all AI or?
Yes. He sees more of a hybrid future, a mix of AI tools, the vibe coding stuff, co-pilots, AI code generation, but working alongside human input.
And maybe even with visual tools like no-code platforms for certain tasks.
Potentially, yeah. Humans guiding the AI, defining the requirements, iterating on the results. It's not about replacement, but augmentation, leveraging the best of both worlds.
So the takeaway seems to be vibe coding is catchy, maybe captures the excitement, but hyperdev might be a more useful, accurate frame. It emphasizes the why, the speed and agility.
I think that's a great summary. It connects this current AI wave to that longer quest for faster ways to build digital solutions.
So for you listening, does hyperdev click? Does focusing on speed and agility feel like the right way to think about these powerful new tools?
And definitely check out that WhatsApp group if you want to dive deeper with others exploring this space. The link should be in the video description Calderari provided.
And here's something to ponder. As these hyperdev tools get even smarter, how does our job change? Does the focus shift away from the how, the coding details, towards the what and why, the vision, the strategy, the problem we're solving?
That's the big question, isn't it? Something to keep thinking about as we all navigate this evolution.